Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tarot Thursday. I'm your host, Reverend Mary, and with me is my guest, Reverend Don.
Hello,
Thank you
everyone.
so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Always a pleasure to read with you.
It is always a pleasure to read with you.
Well, thank you.
And hopefully, we're going
And
out to all the places we're supposed to be going, and the
yes,
universe is
we
cooperating.
are. And how is the weather in Illinois?
Cold. It is currently 17 degrees, and
That is
has been snowing.
cold.
Yeah, I think tomorrow is supposed to be warmer again. When I looked earlier, it was saying tomorrow should be 33. Yeah, so
33.
it doesn't
Hello,
seem like it like
Renee.
warm, but it would be. Hello, Renee. The only good thing about the temperature getting down this low is it doesn't have to go up as high to seem that it's warm. And hello to Swack Fan. Hi, Swack Fan.
Hey, Swack Fan. Good to see you. Welcome, everyone who is joining us. And as usual, if you have a question for us, post it in chat, and we will do a 3-card, more or less, reading for you. It's a little bit warmer here in the Nashville area. It's 37.
Oh, yeah, that. Well, Swack Fan says it's -2 in Minnesota, so I guess we could take solace in that.
Hardware, great to see you. Thank
Yes,
you for
indeed.
joining us. And Renee has asked for a reading about her finances. Swack Fan, I have to tell you, I thought about you today because I saw a Facebook reel about people in Minnesota, and you see this guy taking off endless layers of jackets as he comes inside. He also appeared to lose about 50 pounds in the process. Swack Fan says they also layer up. And hi, Fluffy. Fluffy has asked for a general reading.
Okay.
Okay. So while I was shuffling, I had an escapee, and it is the Two of Cups, and this indicates a new relationship. This card shows lovers, but it could also be a friendship. I have the Eight of Wands, so you can expect things to move rapidly for you regarding your finances. I have the Three of Pentacles, so things are going to be moving well for you. And I have the Six of Swords. So you can be looking to be taking a journey sometime soon. So overall, I think things will be improving for you, Renee.
And I have drawn
And
three.
hello to Selena.
Hello, Selena. I have the Magus. I have the Empress. I have the Stars. And I also had an escapee, and it was Temperance. And so the Magus is the ability to work your will in the world to have what you're wanting. And in a question like this about finances, it's a very positive card. It says that you can have what you're desiring. The Empress is prosperity and security and good fortune. And again, for a financial question, it's a very good card. And the Stars is hope, the hope to get what you want. And all three of them together, I won't say you couldn't do any better for a financial reading, but it's pretty good for a financial reading. And then Temperance says that um, whatever is happening in the finances are new developments in old situations. It's not completely new, but it's not completely old either. It's a new version of existing events, and so I would look for things to go pretty well. And there you go.
And let's see. Swack Fan has asked for a reading. Selena has asked for a reading. But Fluffy is next. And Ed, I'm not sure what you mean. Can you clarify that post a little? So Fluffy wants a general reading. You are welcome, Renee. And I've got another escapee. It seems to be the evening for them.
Mm-hmm. So shall I go forward?
Yes, please go forward.
So my first card is the Three of Wands, and the Three of Wands is a card of celebration and achievement and a very positive card of moving forward. With it, we have the Magus, which again is working your will in the world and getting what you've worked for. So I think you're going to find yourself in the fairly near future having achieved something that you've wanted and being in a good celebratory type of situation. It's followed by the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups represents, well, you can see in the picture the man is being haunted by phantoms. And it says you may find yourself worrying about something that really you don't need to worry about so much. It's an illusion, but you may find yourself worried about it. But the actual situation looks very positive. I am going to draw one more card, and I've drawn the body. And so I think what I'm going to say is that you're going to be in a good, positive situation overall, but you may find yourself being worried about health issues. You may find yourself being worried about your body, but you really don't need to be. It's going to be fine. But nonetheless, you may find yourself dealing with that worry. And there you go.
Hey, and yes, Selena, escapees are additional messages. So Fluffy, the escapee, is the Queen of Wands, and wands are about our passions, and she is about being in control of your passions. So I drew the Ten of Pentacles, which is about being in a good position financially, having the resources you need to do what you want to do. I've also drawn the Seven of Pentacles, which means having several good options available to you in the material realm. So consider them carefully. I've drawn the Hanged Man, which represents Odin hanging on the tree. And since I know you have a relationship with Odin, this is especially significant for you. So, this is above all about taking the time to learn and perhaps having to sacrifice a bit to learn. But overall, it is a very favorable reading for you.
Very cool.
And then let me scroll back up. Swack Fan asked us for a reading about, I believe, career, but I want to verify that. Yes. Swack Fan says, I'm looking for a new career path. So, what does the universe have in store for me? And in the corner of my computer, it's telling me cold weather now. That's so helpful. Well, you can go ahead if you're ready.
Okay. Um, so I think the shuffling of the cards was visible on camera, at least somewhat. I definitely shuffled them, and there's been a question between the last time these cards came up, and yet here they are again. Um, Three of Wands. And Three of Wands is celebration, festivity, achieving something that you've desired. So I would say that in terms of the career path moving forward, it's going to be very positive, certainly, very joyful. With it is temperance, and temperance again is new application of old situations. So, what your career path has in store for you is not going to be an unfamiliar situation, but it will be a different situation. And so, you will find that you're taking what you already know and applying it in new ways. And finally, we have the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups, again, is a positive card of happiness and joy and celebration with others. And so I think you're going to find yourself in a situation where you're working with people. You're going to be very happy with it, but it's not going to be new. It's going to be a variation of what has already been. So that may be another job doing the same thing. It may be a different job in the same field or the same company. Or it may be a bigger change than that, which nonetheless is using the same skills. I'm going to draw one more card for you because, of course, I am.
Of course.
And I've drawn Justice. And Justice says that the more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. So, in addition to those very positive cards, we also have Justice saying that the harder you work on it, the happier you're going to be, which, of course, is not always true. Sometimes we work on things um, tremendously and never feel we get back what we put in. But in this case, what you put in, you will get back. And there you go.
Okay, the first card I've got for you is the Four of Swords, which indicates a rest period. So I think that means you will find a new job, but not immediately. The next card I've got for you is the body. So I'm going to say this job might be a physical job. And I'm also going to say it's going to be something that is intertwined with other things because this card is talking about how Gaia is it's looking at planet Earth as one whole ecosystem where everything affects everything else. And the final card I've got for you is the stars, where we see someone who is meditating or perhaps even taking a journey to the astral plane. So that suggests you need to do some meditation. And I'm going to pull one more card too. And well, I got the Three of Cups. So this indicates celebration. You're going to find something you like, and it may well involve working with people. And now we have Selena, who has asked for a reading about finances. And Fluffy says, thank you, it helps. And Squawk Fan says, thank you so much.
So I have drawn the Queen of Rods, the Hermit, and the Lovers. And this is a question about finances. Um, the Queen of Wands is a positive card of being in a satisfactory situation, a place where you're feeling that you're getting back for what you're putting out. Your garden is growing, so to speak. You are happy with the things that you're doing. So I would say it should be a decent position that you're going to find yourself in. The Hermit, the way that I normally read the Hermit is a person who has the skills and abilities they need for what they have to do, which they've acquired through study and self improvement. And so I would say that you're very equipped for what's in front of you, very equipped for dealing with what you need to in the financial situation. And then we have the lovers, and the lovers represents to me a choice between two different directions. So I think you're going to find yourself coming up within the next couple of weeks with a decision of what you're doing with your financial situation. And let's draw another card,
The Brian card.
the Brian card. And when that comes up, it'll be very quick. It will require a quick response, but you have the ability and you have the judgment to make that response. And when you come to that choice, don't waste any time. You'll know what you need to do and do it. We'll draw one last card. We'll call it the double Brian card.
Double B.
And we've drawn the soul. And so what I would say is that if when that the need to make that decision financially comes, you move on it quickly and do what you know you need to do, and you will know that this really is going to be very positive for you, and it has to do with the work of your soul. It has to do with your spiritual self in the physical world, even though it may not appear to, but it will be very spiritually fulfilling for you. And there we go.
All right. So, the first card I've got for you is the Seven of Lamps. And lamps has to do with spirituality and nothing about money, but what the Seven of Lamps is tells us is to let go of past patterns that don't serve you. So, if you have any past financial patterns that were not good for you, now is the time to let go of them. The next card I've got is the Princess of Cups. And the Princess of Cups tends to hold back and not communicate her needs in any situation. So, here, if you share your finances with anyone, or if you are working with someone in any way in a financial matter, don't be afraid to state fully and completely what you need to happen in the situation. And then finally, I've got magic. So, you absolutely have the ability to manifest what you want and need in the situation. So, decide what your goal is and manifest it because you have the ability to do it. So, I hope you find it helpful.
Yes.
Okay, and then we have Carla, who has asked for a reading for their younger brother. You are very welcome, Selena.
Escapee.
It's just that sort of a night, day, whatever it is, and whatever time zone you're watching. It's night for us. Okay, So the first card I have is the Ace of Cups. Cups are the suit of emotions, and the aces are the essence of that. So there is a lot of emotional energy here. The next card I've got, rather, is the Five of Pentacles. Pentacles are the material realm around finances, physical possessions, and the five suggests that caution is necessary here. And finally, I've got the Eight of Pentacles. And with the Eight of Pentacles, it's recognition for skill and work. So I hope that is helpful for you.
And I have drawn the Empress, the Nine of Cups, and the Two of Swords. So, regarding younger brother's situation, I'm going to draw one more card to go with them. And I've drawn the Prince of Coins. Regarding younger brother's situation, I would say first that he's going to be in a good situation. He's going to be in a position of prosperity. And he has what is arguably the best card in the deck and also the worst card in the deck, the Nine of Cups, which is the wish card. And that means that he needs to be very careful what he's manifesting, because that's what he's going to get. But from the look of it, he's manifesting well. And so I would say that if he continues to focus as he is, he's going to do just fine. But he needs to keep that manifestation positive. The Two of Swords says another person is going to be involved in his situation, helping him. And the Prince of Coins says that while it all looks good, it's moving slowly. It's like a garden growing. You can watch it and it will seem to stand still, but over the course of time, you'll see it change. And that's how the situation will be. It will be one of slow growth, but steady. And that's what I would expect to see for younger brother.
All right, and now we are going to pause for a word from our sponsors.
Why? Because we love our sponsors.
Yes, we do.
I say that as one of our sponsors.
And now a word from our other sponsor.
Ready to unlock the secrets of the universe? Join me, Reverend Don Lewis, for my metaphysical and magic auctions at Gaia Thrift at whatnot.com. Discover fascinating artifacts, mystical crystals, and rare and unusual books that could change your life. Don't miss this chance to bring a little magic into your world. Reverend Don's Metaphysical and Magic Auctions, where the extraordinary can become yours.
Yay!
Yay! And your next auction is tomorrow, I believe.
Yes, at 2 p.m. Central. Join us and see what interesting things we have.
And they can find your auctions by going to
whatnot.com/Gaia Thrift.
And that's what not.
Yes. And you can
Uh,
also go to our Gaia Thrift Facebook page and find links there. You can find them in on many of our pages. And we will look forward to seeing you then.
all right. And does anyone else have a question for us? Looks like we're caught up. So, what kinds of things do you have for the auction tomorrow?
We have all kinds of things, but I don't know right now exactly which ones will be up.
Okay.
We have a wide range of things, including some really very nice books. Um, but Edward is preparing the auction, and which exact items he has chosen, I don't know.
Well,
But I
I
believe we can schedule them even while we're going. So if there's anything in particular people want to see, they only need to let us know, and we will put them up.
I will say I have done quite a bit of my Yule shopping. I have snagged an oracle deck, some books, some jewelry.
Yeah, and we will have more of that sort of thing tomorrow. So if you still need to get gifts, join us.
Yes.
And if you need gifts for Yule, um, join our auction tomorrow, and you will find interesting things. You can also go to our Facebook page, Gaia Thrift, and many of the things in the store are on the page. Not all of them, but many things. And we're going to be putting more and more um, there and at our various other places as we go.
Okay.
Well, did we all do all the readings we've been asked for? Wow.
Surely someone else has a question for us. Ah, and Swag Fan wants to know, how do you decorate your Yule tree? Well, do you want to take that one first, or do you want me to?
You go ahead first.
Well, my Yule tree is a white one, and we go with blue, white, and silver ornaments. In my previous house, the living room was painted light blue and it was very striking. The living room in the new house is white, but it's still rather striking.
And I have no idea if I will have a Yule tree this year, but some of the things I've been known to do for it are tarot card ornaments, various pagan symbols in ornament form. And one of the things we particularly enjoy are glass balls filled with, particularly with herbs and greenery, which have both a magical aspect and also create a lovely scent. And those are some of the things I would look at.
All right, and Selena says they have another question if that's okay. And since nobody else is asking a question, yes, you may ask another one. I shy away from ornament because of doggies, grandkids, general klutziness on my part. It's a wonderful idea. And Selena is asking about her son's career and education.
So this question is about Selena's son and their career in education, I'm assuming?
That's how I'm reading it.
Okay.
Escapee. That's too many cards to be an escapee. She says, yes, he's unsure about both. I'm sorry. The reason I'm laughing is I just overheard that my dog Hella snuck into my sister's bedroom while she momentarily left the door open.
Okay.
She's not supposed to be in there because Sissy has quite a bit of acrylic paint, and Hella will chew on anything. So the first card I've got is the Wheel of Fortune. So that means that he is going to get some really good fortune. I also have the Two of Pentacles. Here we see a young man learning his craft under the oversight of an older teacher. So it suggests he is going to find some kind of mentor in the near future. We also have the Chariot, which indicates movement, maybe travel. Maybe he's going to need to have to go away to learn. And we have the Three of Lamps. And this is a call to use his spiritual gifts for the betterment of community. So I hope that is helpful, and hello to Magical Mermaid.
Hello, Magical Mermaid. And I have drawn the Three of Coins, the Eight of Coins, and the Prince of Lamps. And of course, coins are associated with financial and career issues. And the Three of Coins is, well, both the three and the eight have to do with learning and mastering one's craft, mastering the skills one needs, and establishing oneself uh, in a successful way. So I would say that he's going to find, he may be feeling unsure, but I think he's on actually quite steady ground. And he's going to find himself being very successful. The Prince of Lamps, however, says that he also needs to be careful to take care of himself. Um, in a career or education type of situation, I would say this is a warning not to be a workaholic, not to overtax himself in the pursuit of his goals, but to do so in a steady and reasonable manner. I think that he will be quite successful in attaining them. And so I would say that he should go forward with great confidence, but maybe a little restraint.
Okay, does anyone else have a question for us? Going once. Well, if no one else has questions for us, we can go ahead and close out for the evening. Will you please close us out with a prayer, Reverend Don?
Certainly. Divine Mother Goddess, Divine Father God, beloved ancestors, we thank you for all that you do for us in our lives, and we ask you to help us to use the skills that you have given us through divination and the psychic arts to have guidance in our situations and to receive and listen to the messages you send. Beloved Spirit, beloved Mother Goddess, beloved Father God, beloved ancestors, we thank you with great love and knowing you are always with us. From respect, we thank you for your presence, and may you be blessed now and always. And may you be blessed now and always also.
Thank you very much for joining us. Please join me next Thursday. Reverend Brian will be my guest. And until then, blessed be.
Blessed be.